right, man, this next story right here, we all know about Tekashi 6ix9ine's guilty plea, pleading guilty to about 8 to 9 counts last week. Well, 50 Cent, his former road dog, sat down, and talked about, him working with authorities. I'm going to play what 50 Cent says. We're going to have a discussion about this once again, man. Here goes 50 Cent.
Culturally, they're going gang, gang, gang. When I get on the record with them, I go, I am not gang, gang. I am not gang, bang. Immediately. Because I don't like RICO. I don't like conspiracy.
Right.
Give me a homicide right now. I'll take a homicide right now before you give me that. Because, look, John Gotti will walk out the courtroom successful 3 times until they start calling him Teflon Don homicides. And then they come with that RICO, and then you 23-1 Mary.
Yeah, it's done.
It get crazy. So like that those laws were designed for you not to escape them. So it'd be a tough. That term, when I saw what I saw in the paper, I feel like he's gonna tell on everything. That was a part that wasn't even an indictment. The stuff that they're saying that he's talking about is not an indictment. So he's offering that along with everything else, and then they added those new people to the indictment.
So in 2019 and 2020, can this whole situation happen with 6ix9ine, and then him come home and still have a successful music career? Because we're in a different day and age. So I'm just
it is different. Look, I think if he can make music and people can hear it, but the original core and bass that he tapped into won't.
Even though that original core bass, the fans, they didn't really care if he really came from that.
Right.
And everybody,
it was entertaining. They didn't look at it and say
he wasn't built for that.
All right, so that's 50 Cent, man, right there. Said some real interesting, things there about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Echo some things that we said, here on the podcast, already. And a lot of people, like you said, academics, you said that he was pretty much saying that just because he gave a little bit of information that he's not going to per se snitch, if I'm not mistaken, that's the gist of what he said. But we kind of see it like, just knowing how the system and that either you go in or you don't. And again, some things were left out because there's still a lot of things pending. So things that he told is still not even being shown right. They showed us what he told on now, but what are they not showing us? You know what I mean? So that's what we have to look at. I definitely agree with 50 Cent, on that. Also to the point of, him trying to salvage his career if he does, 10, maybe 12 years. Like that initial, fan base kind of gravitated towards Tekashi because of the, the persona that he presented along with the music. So it'll be hard now. And you said, you have no chance pretty much, of salvaging his career.
None.
After this in hip hop. But yeah, man, what do you think about 50 Cent? Talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, I'm saying, man.
50's a genius, man. And I'm not afraid to say that. Now he goes and trolls and you may not like him because of his antics and little things that he may do. But when it comes down to business, this man is a very smart man. He's a genius. I'm not even going to hold you. The initial, when we heard prior to it in the conversation, in the pre-production meeting, he was talking about Soulja Boy and what brought him to Soulja Boy. And it was his business sense, what he did at 16 years old that nobody was doing out here as grown men. He respected that and appreciated that grind. Same thing on 6ix9ine. He made it cool to go ahead and blonde your hair, bleach your hair, and then throw rainbow colors and talk some shit. He tapped into a demographic and did things that no one was out here doing. And oh yeah, he was winning with his music too. He respected the business, but he wanted to stay as far away from the persona as possible. We all know he'll beat a homicide, but he ain't trying to beat the RICO. He knows what to fuck with, what not to fuck with. 50's very smart in that regard. So I don't even want to go against what 50 says when it comes to his music career. I would jump to that real quick. Yeah. But I don't think there is any music career. I think it's done. When you think of, if he does 10 to 12 years, the amount of technology that's going to come out in the next 10 to 12 years, the amount of music, when we're sitting here on a here today, going tomorrow kind of basis, we don't like to digest and take in things now. No one's going to remember 6ix9ine in 10 to 12 years.
What if he does 7 like Smurder? Let's say he does 7 and Smurder's about to get out and it looks like he's going to be pretty relevant, when he gets out. So is there any chance that, that happens? Like you said, he's probably still going to want to make music. He may even release some stuff from behind bars. You know how shit works now, on the phone or whatever. But, yeah, I mean, he could possibly, you never know.
You got to look at these two separate too. because you got to look at what he went in there for. And you got to look at what he's doing right now. And like we said, you have some people still trying to skate for 6ix9ine and trying to keep his name relevant and trying to keep that persona relevant because they're getting paid from that persona. But to keep it 100, there's no way when you go ahead and you're sitting there telling on people and your persona was supposed to be this, that not only are you going to be able to go out and rap like you did, because it wasn't like you were the most skilled lyricist in the world. You were out there screaming a bunch of bullshit. You got to be protected. Where are you going to go do shows at? Where are you going to make money doing music? And then who's going to listen?
Yeah. So you think his music career is pretty much canned at this point?
I think it's done.
Even if he go, you know, what if he don't tell on nobody at this point? He just tells that. And, you know, do you think there's a chance? Because that's what supposedly everybody's saying. Your boy Academics pretty much was saying that he's not, well, not, but doesn't mean that he's going to necessarily give him everything just because he gave him what he gave him so far.
That is where I do agree with 50. That brother has another 365 days to go ahead and give them anything they want. He's going to be eating steak and chilling and telling.
I think he already gave it all.
He might have. I heard there's a lot of things, and we're not going to get too deep into it, but a lot of people were saying that he was telling prior to that kidnapping.
Talk about that.
A lot of people were sitting when he got kidnapped. A lot of people were speculating, I should say, speculations out there that he started cooperating, then giving up information. And I know you were telling me them feds, they play dirty. Cops, they play dirty. We all know they probably start throwing out them text messages and them tapes and all that stuff back then, because that's when we started slowly seeing him kind of start fading himself up out of that picture, and we started hearing the rumors going right about that kidnapping time. The shotty do it to this, to that, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. I
mean, wiretaps are serious, you know what I mean? In a way that they pretty much thoroughly break down your organization better than you can even explain it, probably better than anybody can explain. They pretty much, you know, whether even you think you're running it like a crime syndicate, you are. You know, according to them, and they'll break it down and say, okay, this person was this person was this, the leader, the runners, you know, the testers. They'll break it down like that and put you in, you know, that RICO and the fact that they got these guys on a wiretap, you know, supposedly, you know, guys threatening guys, guns and different things like that. Like 50 Cent said, it's a situation where it's designed to bury you. You know what I'm saying? It's designed to make you snitch. It's designed to make you turn. Or you'll sit in that box, you know, all day long and be released when they want and do it. And, you know, and they'll take your life away. It's just that simple. So when you're faced with either having your life taken away, you know what I mean, or giving up everything, you know, against some cats that was already doing shit behind your back, it seemed like it was a pretty easy decision for 6ix9ine to do, in my opinion. I don't agree with it. I think it was cowardly, you know, but yeah, I think it was pretty easy. I don't think it took them long at all to do that.
Let me ask you a question, because I don't see us really talking about this too much more, with probably until about 2020 when shit's really going down. Would you put more blame on his legal team that we've criticized a number of times throughout this whole situation since November, since it went down, or do you give credit to the feds for just having a foolproof plan? Did they walk in knowing if you don't tell on everybody, you will do life in prison?
I think it's a situation where he's cold busted. It's almost like if you go, you know, and you did something you didn't think it was on camera, and they got you on camera, and it's like they didn't show you that shit. What you going to say? You know what I mean? It wasn't me. So yeah, I'm not going to give, you know, of course they did a thorough investigation, you know, but yeah, I mean, his legal team they only can do what you say do. You know, at the end of the day, if they're saying like, and his legal team is probably telling him like, look, you know, plead guilty now, and we'll try to get you a better deal and at least, you know, save some of your life. If you don't, with the evidence that they got, so and so and so and so, this is what's probably going to happen. You're going to get 40, boom, 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 whatever years your life is going to be done. Take this, you got to look at both situations here. You got to think about quality of life. You know what I mean? And, you know, whatever, your career is done and all that. The street shit is done. Boom. You take the deal. You give them everything they need. They give you leniency. You can see the light of day one day. I think it was an easy decision that he made within seconds.
Good point.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, you're tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God, and Sam, man. Going in today on this Tuesday, it's been a great program today. I think I pretty much covered,
I think that's it on the
all the topics. We had a lot of great ones actually, you know, today. But yeah, man, another episode in the books. Will be here Friday night at 8 p.m. live. That's Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I should say, on Hip Hop News Uncensored for our official live show. And yeah, man, another one in the books, man. Definitely appreciate y'all listening in.
Indeed, man. We always appreciate y'all support on Viral Hip Hop News Uncensored, and of course, the Uncensored Truth Podcast official channel. Let me give a special thank to the people over there who rock with us.
Yes.
We had somebody in the comment section get mad at you because you compared, or you said Tommy Lauren and Charlamagne were friends.
They used to be.
And I'm like, damn, he's being sarcastic. Or what if he wasn't?
They were friends. You ain't him hanging out and shit?
I mean, but listen, it was in minute 44. And the fact that somebody was critical at minute 44, thank you for watching that long.
Right.
That's all I was trying to get to. But yeah, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all support out there. We'll be here Thursday for an episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. And like Oga said, Friday night live exclusively on Hip Hop News Uncensored. We're going to tear the building up. We'll have the phone lines open.
Yes.
Maybe some guests, who knows, man. But we're looking forward to it. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Another episode of the books. We out of here, man.
We out of here. Peace.